Hello, my name's Andrew Cause and I wanted to give you a brief introduction to the basic tool groups for sculptors.
The first are the paddles, and these come in a variety of shapes and sizes. You can use them to sort of draw on your sculptures, drafting lines, but their main purpose is to block in planes, from large planes right down to small planes. And they also have different shaped ends for different uses, and also have different edges. Here's a serrated edge, and you see the effect that it has. The next category is the loop tool, and loop tools are predominantly used for the removal of clay. And here you see I'm removing an orbit here of the eye using a large loop tool. But our loop tools also have paddles on some of them on the end, so you can use them simultaneously. Here I'm blocking in using the paddle, and then I can flip it around to use the rake or loop edge and subtract clay. So use them in conjunction with each other. And that takes us to rakes. Rakes are the next category. These are designed for the reduction of clay or the reducing of profiles. And they work particularly well for the harder clays. And our rakes have a coarse edge and also a fine edge, and also different shaped ends, so you really get 4 tools in one. And the way to use these are you can use the coarser edge to remove a lot of clay, flip it over, and then use the finer edge to clean up the sculpture. The next category are detailing tools, and as the name suggests, these are finishing tools, and they can be used at the final parts of your sculpture for complete control. They have great dexterity, and this particular tool, which is my design, are used for 80% of sculpting the anatomy female figure. The next are palettes and scrapers. These you drag across the clay, either water-based, here with the rubber or plastic pallets, or in oil-based or plastilina, use the steel pallets. And here, this palette, you can see you can bend the profile and sweep around whatever shape you wish. The next are knives and cutters. And these, as the name suggests, are designed for cutting the clay. The large stainless steel ones for plastilina clay, and the more cable-like for dragging through and cutting off water-based clay. This could be used in preparation here, or it can also be used on your actual sculptures, as you can see here. Then we have brushes, and I use brushes really for finishing, and you can use either Turpenoid for plastilina, or here you can say I'm using water on water-based clay. But here on oil-based clay, I'm blending surfaces, so you can see how suddenly the figure starts to look like it has skin on it.
The other tool for the sculptor is we have calipers, and these are for taking and transferring measurements. There are 2 kinds essentially. One is non-proportional, which is basically taking a measurement and translating that measurement to somewhere else. And then there's also proportional, where you can use either a slider or a fixed point to translate one measurement either down or up to a different scale.
Then we have extras, which are just additional things that you can use depending on what your needs are. The roller here I sometimes use if I'm laying on thin strips of clay. And then we have the A or armature punch tool, which is terrific, just using a hammer.
So I hope that provided a basic distinction and description for you to see what tools are right for you.